Hi, Perry. It's Elaine. I just wanted to go over some grammatical errors that I noticed in your work. And I know you weren't feeling well, and I know how that goes. But because it can take away from the overall quality of your work, which is well thought out and articulate, I wanted to make sure that you were able to catch those and get them corrected. The first here is just a little typo, and then a verb usage. Because we've got 5 things, it should be are instead of is. Here on this page, you might consider working to make your bulleted items here more congruent, so you have that parallelism in your list. But because these are the titles that you're using on your slides to give you more detail, I would certainly, at the very minimum, make sure that the words here match what you put on those slides. It'll help with the consistency and help to drive home the point that you're making. Here, employees should be with an apostrophe S, and this create courses probably should be plural. Now here again, the possessive on employees. Of course, if you change it on the front or you change your wording, then you'll match that up. There was one other thing I noticed. Let's see. So learners here should also be possessive with the apostrophe S. And I like what you say here. Of course, you know how I am about collaboration. On this slide, I noticed a couple of little things. One is a comma here after quizzes, because it looks like you're talking about 3 separate things: lessons, quizzes, and other assessment tools. You also might move the easily to before upload. Because the easily is describing the ability to upload. This line here is actually a fragment. We don't have a subject, and you could probably handle that by just by adding one, another we need to be able, or this could be a comma and an and. So there's some different ways to go about that, but I would tighten that up. And to here, because you have it in here twice, it meaning the condition, and this is the LMS, I might add the acronym here just to clarify that. On this slide, I would certainly say, let's see, the employees here, after that employees, it needs a comma. So we have one subject and then another subject. So you need a comma in there. And this sentence, I'm a little confused. I'm thinking you're meaning that their ability to use computers is limited, but I'm not sure. So that could be clarified. Or that information might be included in this sentence. Many of them do not like to use computers, and those that are willing have few skills, or something like that. And so certainly a nice, clear, clean statement there. And here, this would probably be the fewer steps they, meaning the users, have to take to get to the lesson content, the better, or the fewest steps to get to the lesson content is best. So this would be fewer if we're going to use the better. And then I would define the they. I believe this means the user here. On this slide, just a couple of things. Again, a plural here is needed. Should be the LMS needs. And this would be is. A company's training budget is often the first area, so either the first area or one of the first areas, so that the plural matches, that a company will cut. So you could probably leave out that a company, this here, if we have a company's training budget. If, however, you changed it and said the training budget is often the first area that a company will cut, you could have it either way. But having them both is a little redundant, and that a little redundant is probably not a good phrase to use. It is redundant. The lower the cost of the and this is a great point. I've appreciated looking at what you've done, because you're looking at it from a different perspective. So many of us are looking at it from that education standpoint, and what does it give me? But you also have to really look at the financial side of it, and I appreciate that insight. I also noticed here your title line is in all caps, which I think is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I would make them all consistently formatted on your different slides. So, all caps, cap the first word, cap each word. Doesn't really matter, but I would do them consistently. And here at this point in the slide, I'm not quite sure what happened, but there's some little funky thing. It like went to that beginning place just briefly, and then it came back, and we had the last couple of seconds of the slide. So it looked like it was coming back to this starting point. Looks like this must be the title to the video or the program. So I'm not sure. I don't know if that can be adjusted. But overall, I think you did a really nice job, and I hope that this little screencast is helpful.